In this lecture, we will discuss the data types in detail. Okay, so you must remember that the data type specifies what kind of data will be stored in an object or variable and what operations will be applicable on that data. Okay, so it specifies two things: what kind of value will be stored in a memory location and what operations will be allowed on that value. C++ provides rather large number of data types. However, you can write perfectly good programs using only 5 of those. What are those 5 data types? Int for integers. For example, int number of steps equal to 39. Int is the data type, number of steps is the variable name, and 39 is the value. The second one is double for storing the floating point numbers, the numbers which have a decimal point. For example, double flying time equal to 3.5. Char for storing individual characters. If you want to store a character value, single character value, then you can use char data type. For example, char decimal point equal to a. And the thing to note here is that the value a is always within the single inverted commas. Okay, whenever you are using the char data type, the value has to be there inside the single inverted commas. Okay, the next is string for character strings. For example, string name equal to Anna-Marie. Here the value Anna-Marie is inside the double inverted commas. In char, the value is inside single inverted commas. In string, the value is inside double inverted commas. And the last one is bool. Bool is for logic variables. What are logic variables? We will discuss in next few slides. Bool actually stands for boolean. Boolean means a boolean variable can store two values. Boolean variable can be either true or false. Okay, so here example is bool tap on equal to true. So true here means any non-zero value. You can also write bool tap on equal to 1. Here 1 means true. If you want to make it false, you can write boolean tap on equal to false, or you can also write boolean tap on equal to 0. Here 0 means false. Okay, so you can either use true or false, or you can use any non-zero value for true and 0 for false. This slide summarizes the data types in C++. Data types in C++ can be divided into 3 categories: primary, derived, and user defined. The primary data types include integer, character, boolean, etc. The derived data types include functions, arrays, pointers, references. User defined data types include class, structure, union, enum, typedef. So what are the primitive data types? These data types are built-in or predefined data types already available. So they can be used directly by the user to declare the variables. For example, int, char, float, bool, etc. So the primitive data types are integer, character, boolean, floating point, double floating point, valueless or void, and void character. Derived data types. The derived data types are derived from the primitive or built-in data types. The derived data types are functions, arrays, pointers, and references. Abstract or user-defined data types, they are defined by the user just like defining a class or a structure. So the derived data types, user defined data types include class, structure, union, enum, type def. We will discuss all these things one by one as we go along in the course. And this table summarizes the primitive data types along with the keyword which we use for them, the memory required for them, and the range of values. For example, integer occupies 4 bytes, character occupies 1 byte, boolean occupies 1 byte. Okay. So character can also be signed or unsigned. So normally a character occupies 1 byte. 1 byte means 8 bits. So if the character is unsigned char, then what will be the range of values? The range of values will be from 0 to 2 raised to power 7 minus 8 bytes, 2 raised to power 8 minus 1. It means 0 to, what is 2 raised to power 8? 256 minus 1. So the range of values will be from 0 to 255 if the char is unsigned. Similarly, if the char is signed, then half of the values will go to the negative side and half of the values will go to the positive side. That is minus 128 to plus 127. 128 values are negative and 128 values including 0 are positive. Similarly, we can have long double, and long and short can also be used with signed and unsigned. For example, signed long int. Okay. So this is the summary of the data types along with their modifiers. You can study this table to know about the data type, modifier, its size and its range. So you can use the same formula as I told you in the previous slide to verify these ranges. Okay. The next is a special operator which is called size of. Size of is actually a function. Okay. What is the purpose of size of? We can display the size of the data types using the size of operator. Okay. If you want to know how many bytes an integer occupies on your system, then you can use this size of operator or size of function. So how can we use it? Hash include iostream using namespace std. Inside the main function we will write cout size of char extraction operator size of, this is the operator or the function, and we pass as argument, this is the argument. We pass as argument the data type for which we want to know the size. We want to know the size of char, so we will pass char as an argument to size of function. So this function will give us the size of char on our system. Okay. So remember, size of is a single word. There is no space between size and of.